This is Dr. Avenir. Thinking leftishly, like a leftist, is easy. It's the default thinking, and one receives social and professional validation for it everywhere, 24/7, 365. It's what I call level 1 thinking. There are, to my mind, 8 levels, and you don't get to real conservative thinking, levels 4, 6, and 8, without real work, real internal turmoil, and sometimes lots of suffering, along with much time spent in a social and possibly professional desert. To do conservative thinking, you first have to, 1, allow yourself simply to question whether the default thinking is true. Then you must, 2, make the effort to investigate that default thinking. Then you have to, 3, conclude that your previous thinking was either wrong at worst or incomplete at best. Moreover, when you first set out on this path to independent thinking, all that validation that you used to receive flips immediately, turning into condemnation and hostility, coming at you from all sides, 24/7, 365. Then, as you mature in your thinking, there are seductive leftish off-ramp traps throughout the entire trajectory from level 1 to level 8. These off-ramps are levels 3, 5, and 7. Each off-ramp offers the possibility of social redemption, as well as easier professional advancement. Those incredibly tempting offers are all lies, but they look very real to the one who's been in the desert for a while. To get from the default leftishness of level 1 to level 4 conservative, still a maturing conservative by the way, requires independent critical thinking, hard work, and a thick skin. To get from there to level 8 is a lifelong endeavor and requires ever more independent and critical thinking and an even thicker skin. Conservatism is not the lazy man's way out, nor is it for the faint of heart. Those leftist lovers of tolerance, diversity, and love tolerate nothing, require that everyone think alike, and hate like no one else. The pressures to be a leftist are immense, crushing, and punishing. The pity is that if the leftist is not inclined to question his own default leftishness, then you will never dislodge him from his primitive level 1 thinking to advance to levels 2 and higher. And he'll always think he's the smartest guy in the room. Right-wingers are not immune to the temptation to use level 1 thinking and the more thuggish tactics associated with such primitivism. Things like censorship, shout-downs, over-the-top hyperbole, name-calling, mind-reading, arrogant, condescending imperiousness, overweening, unjustified confidence in his own brilliance, a concomitant refusal to entertain either different views or new information, along with a deep conviction that they are just better people than those who disagree with them, are all hallmarks of the level 1 thinker and leftists. To overcome this kind of thinking, especially in a leftist enclave, is extremely difficult. It entails asking people who are already working hard in their lives to add yet more hard work to their day. But this time the hard work needs to happen between their ears, a locale where, paradoxically, the least brilliant consider themselves the most brilliant. Sometimes it's not too much more than this when conservatives lose elections.